Have you guys ever felt like you need to make dramatic changes in your business to be successful? Well, according to James Clear in Atomic Habits, you don't have to do that. If you want to take your business to the next level, you're going to want to watch this video today. On this video, I'm going to break down some of the highlights of the book and actually give you tips on actually how you can apply this to your business and your life to dramatically change it. Hello there. If we haven't met before, my name is Trung. On this channel, I'm here to help you become the boss of your business and your life. If you're looking to start a new business, but you have no idea where to start, or if you already have a business, but it's taking over your life, I'm here to help you build a business in a way that gives you more freedom, more flexibility, and more fulfillment so that you can actually make more impact, but ultimately make more money for yourself and your family. Atomic Habits is actually broken up into 4 sections. The first section is 1% better rule. When we overestimate the power of one single action versus we underestimate how little actions every single day over a long period of time actually create a much more dramatic result. Real change is actually the compound effect of small changes, habits that we do over time that can create remarkable results. According to him, if you make 1% change, 1% improvement every single day for a whole year, you're going to be 37 times better at something, whether it's your finances, in your life, in your personal life, in your business, in your income, whatever it is. A powerful example of using this 1% better rule every day. If you decided to wake up 15 minutes every single day for a whole year and decided to spend that time reading a book on your business, personal development, imagine the compound effect and what actually happens when you dedicate that time to actually improve yourself. So you're going to be smarter in business, you're going to make better decisions, and you are actually going to wake up each morning feeling like you've accomplished so much more. And when you do that, the rest of your day, you feel more accomplished. And so if you do this every single day, you're going to feel you're going to do so much better in your business, in your personal life, because of the discipline that you are actually showing by doing this little bit of change every single day. The key to the 1% better rule is that small changes every single day, small little habits that you can do. So ask yourself, what is one small thing you can do, whether it's waking up 15 minutes early, whether it is spending 15 minutes on a Sunday just planning your week, so you block out the times, prioritizing things that are important to you, things that are not important, things that you want to spend for your time with your family, your significant other, time you want to spend to take care of your body, your mental health, and time you want to spend with friends for your emotional health. You do that little bit every single day. In a year's time, you're dramatically going to change your life. And if you do those books about business and things like that, you're going to dramatically change how you view your business, how you show up every day to your business. The next section of the book, he's talking about setting systems instead of setting goals. What does he mean by that? The problem with goals and people setting goals is that it is a milestone on the road there that you try to get to. The problem is when people get to it, then that's just purely a momentary state change, and then they need to move on to the next goal. Okay? So the problem with goals is that everybody has them. Everybody that runs a marathon that is trying to win it has the same goal, winning the marathon. But what separates the winners from the losers? It's the systems of improving every single day. How do they train? How do they eat? How do they rest? And things like that. So everybody has the same goal. So the goals is not what makes somebody successful or not. The second part of the problems that he has with goals is that it is only a temporary change, and it's pushing yourself and you're delaying the gratification, because what you're doing is saying, I'll be happy when I get this goal. A lot of people that have a monetary goal, they say, hey, when I make $75,000, I'll be happy. Well, the problem is when they get to the $75,000, the goalpost moves. They're like, well, I'm only going to be happy when it is $100,000. And so they're just chasing this elusive goal. And it's not about getting to the goal. It's about the process and setting the systems that get you to that goal. The last point that James Clear makes about setting goals is that it's actually at odds with long-term progress. The purpose of setting goals is to win the game. The purpose of setting systems is to continue playing the game. And that's a big distinction in his eyes, because most of the time we play just for one end result and that's it. But the purpose of building a system is so that you're not only getting there, but you're getting way beyond that. Not just to win this game, but multiple games. Building a dynasty, building a team that can actually win over and over and over again. Not just to win one game. So what systems can you build in your business? For example, if you wanted to reach a $5,000 goal in your business, and you suddenly book one client as your coach and you get the $5,000, yes, you achieve your goal, but is it repeatable? Can you do that over and over and over again? Did you build a system so that you can actually get the $5,000 and as well get $10,000, $20,000? But the problem with most people is that they're thinking just the short term of just getting that goal, but they're not thinking of the long term of actually building a sales funnel, building marketing, building content creation, and things like that to actually build a system where you're generating leads so that you're actually building income and revenue. And if you do that, you're actually going to probably get to your goal of building revenue up to $5,000 way faster and beyond $5,000. Okay. Another example is if your only goal is to get 10,000 subscribers on your YouTube channel. Okay. And you decided that you're going to do whatever it takes to get to that 10,000 subscribers. You started doing creative shorts, videos. You're trying to do viral videos and things, and you suddenly get 10,000 subscribers. Well, the problem is if you're using those techniques, you really haven't created a system of actually how to generate new subscribers consistently over and over and over again. You may have created one or two viral videos, and those people could not necessarily be your client. So you can have the quantity of 10,000 subscribers, but it doesn't truly achieve your ultimate goal of actually building a successful YouTube channel where you actually have followers and subscribers that actually care about your content. So if you suddenly build your 10,000 followers, but of viral people that actually just saw one video that is not necessarily congruent with your channel, but it went viral, you could have a bunch of people that don't really want to see the rest of your normal content. They just happen to really like this one video. Okay, so just because you reach your goal, that doesn't mean it actually achieves your overall purpose of your business of actually building a loyal following, building a channel that actually could be monetized and actually make you money down the road. Okay, so it's about building systems in your business. How do you consistently create videos? How are you editing? How are you creating thumbnails? How are you doing content research so that you're making sure that you're building videos that are relevant to the things that people are searching for? Okay, so the goal is to not necessarily get to that goal of 10,000, but it's to build a system so that you can get to 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. How do you do that? And the goal is to build systems, okay? And not just to say the goal is this. In the third section of the book, James Clear speaks about how identity change is a North Star of habit change. He speaks about there's 3 layers of behavior change. If you imagine a concentric ring, 3 rings inside each other, the first one is outcome. The second one is processes, and the inside is actually identity. The problem with most people is that they want the outcome and they change the process and then they become a new person. For example, if you wanted to have 6-pack abs, what would you do? The goal is you are looking at the outcome, which is 6-pack abs, right? And you wanted to change the way you eat and do some different exercises. And so after you're able to do all that and you get 6-pack abs, then you say, I'm a person that has 6-pack abs. But what he says is that what really actually makes long-term change truly happen and that really changes the way we actually achieve our goals is that you go from identity, processes, then outcome. So to flip this on its head, how would you say if you said, I am a person that has 6-pack abs or can get it? And what would that person be doing every single day to get 6-pack abs? I would be eating cleaner. I would not be eating a bunch of junk food. I would be exercising every day, doing cardio. And when you do that, you actually change the habits. You change the way you think about things because your identity is a person with 6-pack abs. You may not have it yet, but if you think that way, you are going to be more successful than if you're just focusing on what processes you can change because you're just designing the outcome, but you really haven't changed your identity until you actually achieve that result. What's more powerful is if you go say, hey, I'm already that person, and what would that kind of person be doing to actually achieve those results? And by doing that, you're not going to fall into the trap of eating junk food, things like that, because every time you're thinking about doing that, you're going to ask yourself, if a person has a 6-pack abs, would they be eating pizza on a Friday night and drinking beer all afternoon? Probably not. And so every little decision that you're going to make is because of your new identity. And that is going to be so much more powerful than if you just decided to want that outcome and then make the process changes happen. Instead of setting goals, for yourself, try to ask yourself a different question. Ask yourself, if you had a goal of, say, for example, $10,000 in your business per month, okay? Instead of asking, what do I need to do to make $10,000? You need to ask yourself, what type of entrepreneur do I need to be making $10,000 a month? What kind of skills would I need to develop? What kind of systems do I need in my business to actually achieve that kind of revenue per month? Do I need to build a marketing system, a sales funnel, lead magnets, marketing material that is targeted toward my client? Do I need to partner with people? Do I need to level up on my skills of communication? What do I need to do? Who do I need to become? Because the person that I am now is not going to be able to get me the results here, because obviously if I was already that person, I'd already gotten there, right? But I'm not that person. And so you need to ask yourself, who do I need to become? Who I am right now is not going to be enough to get me to this next level. So ask yourself that question, and then when you answer that question, it'll lay out all the different steps that you need to do. And when you do it that way, you're going to be more ingrained into who you need to be. And every time you come to a moment that you're wavering in your motivation or determination, you said, hey, what would this kind of person be doing? Would I be spending all day binge watching a show, or should I be spending my time reading a book, networking, working on my business? What could I be doing as a person that is a successful business owner that's making $10,000 a month? And when you do it that way, your habits are going to change. Your decisions every day, your little micro decisions that make the biggest difference in your business is going to change because of that new identity. I want to share with you guys an example. When I set my goal this year to become a channel that actually has 10,000, 20,000 subscribers, I didn't set a number goal. I said, who do I need to become to be a successful YouTuber? I did not say I wanted a successful YouTube channel. I said, who do I need to become to be a successful YouTuber? What do they do every single day, every single week for their business to grow their channel to 100,000 subscribers? And so I listed out all the skills, all the activities. I needed to learn marketing. I needed to learn how to do research. I needed to be better at communicating on camera. I needed to up-level my editing skills. So I listed all these things that I needed to become to be able to produce the content that on a channel that could be getting 100,000 subscribers. Do you understand the difference? Do you see how powerful this is compared to just setting goals and setting tasks for yourself to do? It's about shifting the focus and shifting the identity of the person behind everything that's going to make the biggest dramatic change in your life and in your business. The question of the day is, what type of entrepreneur do you need to become to be where you want to be in your business? I would love to hear you guys put that in the chat and tell me about what it is and what you guys plan to do to get there. In the fourth section of the book, we learn about the 4 laws of behavior change. We learn about the 4 steps that actually it takes to build a habit, whether it's good or bad. The 4 steps are the cue, the craving, the response, and the reward. Let me give you an example. If I was sitting on my couch and I was bored, what would I do? I would have a cue, which is me being bored. And then the second step is I have a craving to be entertained. And then what do? The third is the response. What I'll do is I'll take the phone out of my pocket and then I'm going to start scrolling through social media. So what's going to happen is I'm going to get a dopamine hit from the likes or comments or news stories or funny stories or whatever. So that's the reward. And so every time I'm going to be bored, I'm going to do that same thing because I do it and I get rewarded for that, right? And so every time I get bored, I pull out my phone, I look at social media, I get a dopamine hit, and boom, that reinforces that behavior over and over and over again. We all do it, okay? So, but in order to create good habits, there are 4 things that you can do to actually make good habits easier and bad habits harder to do. The first step is make it obvious. Okay, so if you wanted to create a new good habit, for example, if you wanted to floss every day when you brush your teeth, one easy way to do it is make it really accessible to you. Put the floss right next to the toothbrush. So it's a cue for you to say, hey, every time I see my toothbrush, I see floss, I'm like, okay, I need to floss. Boom. You are making it easier so that you're making it obvious for you. if you guys want to apply this to your business, an example would be if you are wanting to read a book every single day and spend 15 minutes of reading a good book that is for business or for personal development, what do? Put a book right next to your nightstand, right? So every time you get up, you see the book. Every time you're about to go to bed, you see the book. If you want to learn how to play guitar, what will you do? You leave the guitar right next to your desk, or you leave it right next to the couch where it's out in the open. You're more likely to use it if it's right next to you, and you just make it very easy to do. The second step in creating a habit is actually making the craving attractive, right? So if you wanted to motivate yourself to go to the gym, maybe you say, I'm going to reward myself by actually watching Netflix only while I'm at the gym doing cardio. So what you're doing is making that habit attractive in that moment. If you're going to the gym and you feel like it's a punishment every time you go, you're not going to go. That's just human nature, right? So anything that actually is attractive, you're going to do, and anything that just seems boring or not comfortable or whatever, you're not going to do it. The third step in making good habits stick is to make it easy. The more things you take out of the way, the more friction you remove from actually accomplishing that goal, the easier it is for you to actually do it. If you wanted to work out, but every day you have to drive home, you got to change clothes, drive through traffic again to get to the gym to work out, and then come back home, change, shower, and then go to eat dinner, then that's a lot of steps that you're probably not going to want to do, and you're never going to form the habit. But what if you actually packed a gym bag in your car so that what you can do right after work, you can go to the gym that's inside your office or inside your work or inside your building, and then you can actually get that workout done so that you save the time of going through traffic. And so by the time you get out of the gym, the traffic has died down, you come home, you make dinner, and what you've done is that you've made it super easy for you to actually go to the gym. Another example is if you wanted to actually go running in the morning, what would you do? You would set out the clothes, the shoes, the running clothes right next to your bed so that when you get up, the first thing you do is you lace up your shoes, put on your shorts, lace up your shoes, and you're out the door. And so if you make it super easy to do a habit, you're more likely to do it. The fourth step in making a habit stick is make it satisfying. How do you actually make that habit you do satisfying to you immediately? And this is really important, right? A lot of times people feel that working out, they don't see the rewards right away, so they have a hard time sticking with it. So how do you stack a reward immediately after you go to the gym? Well, you can say, hey, if I go to the gym, then I can watch 30 minutes of Netflix afterwards tonight. Or say, if I go to the gym, then I get to go to the sauna right afterwards and relax for 20 minutes. So what you're doing is actually you're rewarding a good behavior. And so when you do that, you're going to often do it over and over and over again because you're going to associate it with something good. And that's really important to make it satisfactory right away or make it satisfying right away. The biggest problem with people that go to the gym is that a lot of results take time to see. Most people don't have the discipline to see the results way down the road because they don't reward themselves right away, and so they never stick with it. And that's the biggest problem. Guys, small habits every single day, it's going to make the biggest change in your life. So what can you guys do every single day to improve just by 1%? And if you do that every single day, your life is going to dramatically change by the end of the year. I hope you guys have enjoyed the content today. I hope you guys share this with at least 2 people you think would actually enjoy this content or benefit from the content. If they're entrepreneurs and they're looking for ideas for building their business and being the boss of their life, please, I would love for you to share this video with those kind of people. If you guys have liked the video today, please give it a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing to the channel. Every week we're releasing videos that are going to help you be the boss of your business and your life.